jump here?
Think so. Yeah. So check him for sure.
I fucked you up. Sorry. Can you jump here? Oh, okay. That was the only thing. Yeah, you can.
All right, sorry about that, folks. One of the players had a rule clarification, so let's go ahead and get this thing started. It is Wednesday night. You know what time it is. Time for Wednesday Salotto Fight Night at Center Pocket. This week, we are having Mike Adams, 598 Fargo, facing off with Rich Cunningham, 592 Fargo. These guys are playing BCA Rule 8 ball this week. Both players are here, ready to get started. So let's get the lag. Let's see who's gonna go, and let's get this thing running.
Hey, all right.
Good luck.
Good luck, man. That grab.
Players are mic'd up.
Do well.
You got a side? You have a preference?
You're lefty, or you're righty too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got Mike on the left, Rich on the right.
Hit him good.
Looks like Mike won the lag. He will be breaking first. All right, nice strong break. Drop to 3. And looks like the 14 ball as well.
9 ball.
All right. Mike went with the stripes. Just took out the 12. It is called pocket unless it's obvious jump cues are allowed. Going for the 13.
Side pocket.
Mike called the side. Looks like he's going for the 11. All right, just short. Might not hurt him too bad. Rich has a shot on the 2 ball to that lower right hand corner. Let's see if he goes for it. Yep.
The screen and there's a QR code. You scan the QR code to sign yourself up. Now, we like it.
Great shot. Playing the 5 ball straight down. Did not have a easy start to the rack, so looks like gonna go for the cut to the lower right corner with the 6 ball. No, it was going to the upper right. Nope, I called it right at first. Angle looked a little different to me. All right, we're down to the 1, the 4, and the 7, and of course the 8 ball for Richie. He does have a straight in shot on the 4. He's looking at his angles to see what he can do with the 1 or the 7, you know, after making that shot, after making his next shot here. Call the side pocket. Going for the 7. Played that wide. Right, so Mike's going to be playing the 15 ball here. Should be a fairly easy run out for him at this point. Walking around the table, making sure he's taking his time. Pockets get tight. Pockets get tight. All right, looks like Rich can see that 7 ball straight in. Or maybe a slight cut. There you go. Uh-oh, did the 10 ball get him? Now you can see it. All right. Set himself up for the 8. Rack 1. All right, got Rich 1-0, racing to 7. For everybody, do me a favor, reach up there and hit the like the video, share, and subscribe to the channel. All right. Got Rich breaking rack 2. Got the 6 ball down. 9 ball down. Table is open after the break. All right, Rich chose low balls. Played the 1 in the side. Looks like he's going to cut the 3 to the upper corner. Excellent shot. Got a little help from the 7. I think he's probably going to be coming after this 5 ball. He's calling a 4. Looks like in the side. Great shot. Oh, where's the love? He may have a shot on the 2 ball in that lower right corner. He's looking at banking the 5 back cross side. Nope. All right, we got Mike coming back to the table. We'll brush off that miss on that last rack, put it out of your mind, get locked in. Mike's playing the 10 ball to the corner. Nice shot. Now we're going for the 12. In the opposite corner. All right. Going for the 11 down to the corner. Good shot. He caught that rail coming in. Almost threw it out the pocket. So I'll be looking at the 15 next, or he's going for the 14. Yeah, if he takes the 14 now, holds the cue ball, and then goes for the 15, he'll have the shot on the 13. Yeah, he's undecided. All right. $14 down. At the 15. All right, good shot. Stop shot here. Either that or stun it out just a little bit. You can play it in the side. So it depends on what happens here on this shot.
Oh, Mike and Alex.
Hawkeye ain't missing much. So 7 down. 5 is off the table. That leaves them with the 2 ball. Good shot, sir. All right, it's called an 8-ball in the corner. All right, that's 2-0, 2-0. Playing with the magic rack. Ensures a tight, consistent rack every time. All right, looks like we had a dry break. All right, Mike's going for the 13. Take the 11 next. Yep. Take the 9 straight down. He's going for the 12 next. All right. My man Juice is in the house. I was getting a little lonely. Getting tired of talking to myself. Welcome to the stream, Juice.
Well, when you can talk to yourself, you're never alone. So, looks like we're playing some 8-ball. 2-0. Happy to be here. Happy to be inside. It's warm. We are going to sunny Las Vegas next week.
6 more days.
That's right.
How did that
Can't believe that didn't
Jesus
fall.
Christ. I can't believe that didn't fall.
They can't either. But it's a legal hit.
Can't believe I'm shooting that bad.
How's your 8-ball game, Kev?
Do you mind lifting the 2? I just want to pull it out later.
I'm playing better 8-ball than I am anything else.
I'd like
Thanks,
to.
man.
I think 8-ball's one of those games. It's the first one we learn, but it takes a long time to master this game. Barbacks, on the 7-footer here, this 8-ball is a tough game. We've got a pretty good spread on this rack, but I'll tell you what, you got to know your spins
Make this.
if you're planning on getting out. See, these two players are definitely taking their time with each one of these shots. 8-ball's definitely a thinking man's game, or should I say person's game.
Stop being all Well, you know what I'm saying, correct. Well, you know, Rich is he's playing real strong. He won the first two racks pretty handily. You know, Mike had a couple of mistakes that he made in each one, and you know, Rich was, you know, he's come back and run out. So, you know, it's definitely whoever makes a mistake has been the victim here. You know, think Mike is, you know, still trying to, you know, work the nerves off a little bit. Man, I started talking. I forgot what's that went down. Let's see. The 1 is off the table. 2 is off the table. 2 is off the table. What else is gone? 4 ball is off the table. They just took. What did he just take off? The 13. Oh, went for the 6. All right. So for stripes, we've got the 9, the 10, and the 14 still up. The 5, the 6, and the 7 for solids. All right, 14 down. All right, Mike's taking the 9 ball to the corner. All right, that's how we do it, shooter. Sharp shooter, Mike Adams.
Sure, he wanted to be able to pinch it back a little bit more off that 9 ball, get himself a much easier angle here. Holding for the 8 ball here, you know. If he goes bottom on it, he's either trying to go behind the 6 or bump the 6, but then leaving him an interesting shot there. See what he decides to do here is a real tricky spot. He's going low. Didn't leave himself shape either, so. Oh, but you know, 10 helps him out.
Hey, bye.
Weaves its way around the 7 and potentially making this rack a little bit longer. Rich here's got an interesting out and might be thinking defense here.
They did. I actually like the. I like cutting the 5 in that corner. Could have gotten that, and then it would have, you know, to come back across, you know, maybe in between the 10 and the 7.
Right here.
Illegal hit, but kind of sells out there. This one should be pretty simple cleanup. Going just a nice center ball. Yep. Float on down for the 6. Getting up for the 5 might take a little rail first action, I think. No, I could be wrong. Certainly maybe some top inside. Catch those rails, catch 2 around, and catch back to the middle of the table.
I don't know if I'd want to complicate things. You know, just make the shot and, you know, have to make a long shot at it. Take the risk of overplaying it. Yeah. Couldn't ask for much more than that. Now, if he can drill this, you know, he'll be able to come back off of that side rail, get back down for the 8. Just like that.
Almost perfect. That's a nice stroke. Right through the ball. Not too much speed, but a lot of action on the spin. Back versus power. But kind of got a little bit of a quandary on his hands right now. Just ran past the spot across the landing zone. About 10 inches. That's the thing about 8-ball, you know. It's tricky down the stretch. Oftentimes, although Rich didn't get punished for it with that missed 10-ball. Generally, good players, you miss once and you're done.
Let's call it.
He is calling it. Upper left hand corner pocket. Or lower. Just trying to block it a little bit, but leaks out on him. This is one of those shots for Michael. Just get this ball down. You get this ball down,
In the corner.
not much wrong can happen.
Drop.
Oh, it rattles at home. Looks like we got ourselves a contest here.
Spread out.
All right. 2-1. Mike Adams is breaking. So there will be no match next week. I and my USAPL 10-ball team will be out in Vegas playing for the national championship. Looking forward to it. Been a long year coming. We're pretty excited about it. And I think we got a good chance of doing some damage and bringing back some steel, some metal with us, some trophies, some glass, something. I like the money though, but hey, you know, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, happy to be sharing some time with the team out Las Vegas at the USAPL 10-ball championships. You know, I think for the middle tier, the national champions also came from the DMV area at the Continental Pool Lounge in Alexandria. But as you said, want to keep us in magneto mode, keep that metal around, bring some home, some hardware. And you're going to play the individual event as well, aren't you?
No, I didn't sign up for the individuals. I didn't want to complicate things, you know, scheduling wise and what have you. But, you know, I will definitely be playing in the minis. You know, I actually got a photograph earlier today. You know, the setup out there, it simply looks phenomenal. All Predator tables, lighting, it's amazing.
Safe.
All right, Mike's playing a safe. All right, safe down. Left did leave a shot on the 15 ball for Rich. Got the 1, 2, and the 5 down. All right, Rich is taking the 15 off the playing field. Nine ball. You know, Rich Cunningham is probably one of the nicest guys I know. I've known Rich since God, probably like 2001. So it's like 24 years. You know, we've been at this. One of the first players I met, you know, when I got into the APA, you know, playing up at, you know, what was Champions in Laurel, before it became Side Pockets and, you know, change of ownership and what have you. You know, another one of those legendary rooms that's, you know, just been around forever. But yeah, I mean, heck of a nice guy. I've never known him to have a bad thing to say about anybody. You know, real nice knowledge, you know, great knowledge of the game. Totally.
Yeah, a little bit of a surprising miss he just had on his last turn. We'll see what Mike can do here. A couple problems here. Of course, that 6 and the 3 are in trouble. 3 does go into that corner pocket, but he missed shape on it. He's got to do something, I think, special to get a ball down here. Could be looking at a little masse, or bend it around the 10, go rail first, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, that might be an option here. I'd probably look at the one rail kick, you know, off of the, you know, short rail up at the top, you know, to come down to that corner. He's using the side rail here. So maybe going
Play
to
the
the
7
3.
ball. Okay.
He's calling the 7. There it is. Damn, hit it too good.
Stop. Hit it good. Hit it good.
Yeah, I mean, after that, he was going to be in a little trouble, but at least, you know, he drops that ball and doesn't foul, then he got another chance. Now this is just a situation where Rich is going to figure out how to extricate that 11 ball without doing too much damage to his own cause. A couple ways he could do it. Generally with 8 ball, you want to solve these problems as fast as you can. The fewer balls you have remaining with a problem, the harder it gets to, and the more consolidated your risk is. This looks like he's just going to probably go 1 rail and try to go into the cluster perhaps and break that 10 out or 11 out.
Yeah, I think that's probably what you're looking at here. You know, the key with 8 ball is 13, 11, 10, 13. Got that 12 ball. Is to get your trouble balls off the table. You know, don't start making balls until you get your trouble balls out. You know, I've got a story. I'm sure. I'm sure if you sit down and talk to Richie, you know, he'll be able to confirm this. You know, but used to be a player that was out back in the day, Charles Ruff, and he the real great 7. But he would never. I mean, he would put the balls around the table, put them around, and you know, take over pockets and do everything in the world until he got his trouble balls. And then once he got his trouble balls, then he would proceed to run out on you. You know, I used to find it very frustrating playing him because I'm like, dude, you're like this grade 7, meanwhile I'm a
Not even
2.
close.
And not understanding what he's doing. I'm trying to make everything I possibly can, and he's just moving balls. And then once he got everything open, all his trouble balls out, then he would run out, and I couldn't figure it out. But he told me what was going on one day, and ever since then I was like, oh, very simple process, but you get your players to understand that it can turn some games around.
Oh, nice shot there. He's not got a great angle though on that to get out for that 11. So he's really gonna have to work this ball. Probably a low ball. No, he's gonna go all the way around. No, I absolutely agree with you. 8-ball, any with the rotation games as well as rotational games is. Once we get away from the idea that the game is about pocketing balls and is more about winning games, things start to change, right? Everybody wants to go in, knock them all down, shoot all the ducks down at the carnival. But if you leave yourself the 8-ball at the end all the time because you're not thinking about your pattern play right, or you don't solve your problems, you lose a lot of games.
All right, Rich has called the 11 in the corner. He's going to play a carom off that 3-ball. Oh, hit a little fat. A little bit thinner, he'd have been gold. But yeah, no, that's really true. Great shot, Mike. Great shot. All right, got the 6 in the side there. Let the cue ball come up a bit, and should have that 8-ball in the corner here.
Out.
All right, there we go.
You can see we are often using the template rack here. It's like the magic rack. I like that one. I have that one in my house. Pretty good predictable break. Yeah, I love watching 8-ball. I really do. You don't get a chance to watch as much of it at the professional level. You see a lot more folks playing, of course, 9-ball, but 10-ball, in the last 15 years or so. So, Kev, you were talking about 7-ball, Saratoga coming up. Any other kind of cool mixed format games you're looking at for Salotto Fight Night?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. Earlier today, I was actually thinking about 1 pocket. I was watching Van Boning and Corey Dool and a couple other guys. Today they were playing a race to 3. In the tournament format, and I was like, that might not be a bad idea. 1 pocket tends to be a much slower game than what we like to see, but it's a fantastic game. And I was like, well, shoot, man, if we can get that on and a short race like that, do a race to do a race to 3 or do like a sudden death format, where, first person has got the 2 racks, so to speak, would win the set. I mean, that might add some added excitement.
Are you low ball now, or is that?
It's open. It's open. I think it's still open. Still.
I don't know. Is it still open, or is he low ball now? Yeah, I mean he just shot that ball in and made it and scratched behind.
That's the first shot after.
Yeah, that was the first shot. Still open though.
So Mike had a good break where he dropped 2 balls, 1 of each. Of course, in this format of pool, 8 ball, it's not make it take it like APA. So he, unfortunately, tried to pull a, length of table, either draw or stop shot there, and just trickled right in. It's a little bit of a misplaced cue tip, I think.
It's actually pretty interesting that that came up, because last night we had a very interesting conversation that came up about that very thing, with tap. So in actuality, with tap, if you were to do that, that suit would still be claimed. And God, we must have got about 10 or 12 people involved trying to figure out the rule clarification with that, because everybody was like, no, doesn't make sense. I mean, if you scratch behind it, the table still be open. But in tap, that actually would have been a claim suit.
I see. That's interesting. I don't play tap, and there's some good players out there, but while we were chit-chatting here, Rich cleared a couple balls out and then hung that 11 ball up, which is unfortunate for him, because he definitely saw the problem that Mike had there with one of his balls there in the rail. So instead of opting to try and get the 7 to follow in, he takes over the pocket, prevents that 12 from being an easily pocketed ball. Rich, back to one pocket. There's one pocket that I think is gaining steam in the community, definitely. And I also know there are a fair number of solid one pocket players playing out of here at center pocket and Bowie. You might see some very creative bank shots. Very nice shot from Rich there. And that's the thing about one pocket. One pocket gets you thinking defensively, strategically. Of course, looking at all the wired banks and combos. It's just a different way of looking at the game. So I'd love to see some of that here. I mean, of course, we've talked about bank pool as well. But as we were talking about solving your problem balls first, Mike went and clogged up that 12 ball, and instead of going back and pocketing the more easily pocketed ball, Rich just decided to go for the bank right there and there. And that made all the difference in the world in trying to get this rack over with.
Absolutely. Making that ball was the key. It opened up the rest of the rack for him. All right, there we go. 3-2.
So while Rich here is racking up these 15 balls here, I'm going to encourage people to like, share, and subscribe here at the YouTube channel. Make sure you get some alerts when the Salotto Fight Night Wednesdays are coming up. You'll get notices on YouTube. Of course, go on to Facebook as well. Search up the Black Cat Pool Tour. And Kev, if you're looking to get in on the action, what do you do?
Just send a message through Messenger, or leave a message on the page, Salotto Fight Night group page, and I will get the alert, get in contact with you, get everything set up for you. We're actually scheduled out through June right now, so we're looking for matches, you know, for July and the remaining part of the year.
Yeah, it's catching on, man. Sitting here at table number 5, off in the corner, over at Center Pocket Billiards in Bowie, Maryland. One thing you'll notice about these two players, you know, with their Fargo ratings up to 600, very indicative of a what they call an expert level understanding and approach to the game. You're seeing a lot less pocket scratches. I mean, we did have one big one last rack with Mike following that first shot in, but you know, this cue ball isn't being sprayed everywhere, and it's good to watch. Bar box 8 ball is all about control. You'll notice that cue ball isn't flying around. Now this cue ball is going to have some legs on it. And he's definitely got around. Great speed. He ended up straight though here, which is I don't think where he wanted to be. Kind of removing some options. And he's going to have to figure out that 9 ball. He's looking at it right now. Does it go? If it does, it's a very, very tight window, working with half a pocket. I don't think he likes it. Let's see where we're going. All right, I think here's the rack right here. Nope, didn't get there. I think he went all in on trying to get that 9 ball down and doesn't like where he's at. And the rub on this one is he does anything to extricate his 9 from that situation with his one decent look at it, and the 7 ball's open. Play safe. Trying to tuck that cue ball behind the 8 ball, but leaves the 3 ball open. Pretty sure it's a clear shot here. Yep. Making sure that 5 ball has a home. I don't know that it does. Nice crisp shot. Probably like a 7 ball here for this top end of the table. Nice. Just kind of controlling the center of the table here. Spin there. Come back to the middle of the table. Oh, really trying to work that cue ball to get around for the 5. That's the thing, you know, you try to put a little bit too much on one pocket in the ball, take your eye off, and then all of a sudden you leave your opponent a nice little 5 ball out, which I think he's got here in the bag. Take this 14, then the 9 on the side. Kind of hold the middle of the table there. The 11 ball in the corner pocket. Come on down. Oh no. He ran past his spot. Now he's on the wrong side.
Just got to make the shot, make it inside English, and with a slight follow, he can get on it.
Almost two.
And the crowd says, "Oh." All right, this is gonna get interesting.
Rich is just going to try to create a situation where he can get back to the table again. I mean, he's calling the kick. This would be one hell of a shot. Goes a little wide of target, but oh man, buries him behind that 5 ball.
That was a lucky ass roll there.
Let's see what we got in the bag here.
Oh no, unless his name Harry Potter, man.
Shot.
Good play here though. Pretty much just gonna leave a bank. Froze the 8 ball, or dang near froze it to the rail. Parked behind the 11 ball. Didn't waste much time thinking about that one either. I think that was the right call. Out the frying pan, into the fire. Trying to obviously bump that 11 ball out of there. Open up the pocket for himself. Instead, it made it a little bit more congested. Gonna do a little intentional foul. Again, just creating a lot of distance, havoc. Now, this is interesting.
I'm thinking combination to the 8-11. No. Oh, goodness gracious. I mean, it'd be unpredictable, but I mean, at this point, nothing stops him from just simply playing the 15 ball, taking it off the table, and now I didn't think about that. Okay.
Shot.
You know what? That's why we sitting over here.
Yeah, the old pawn rook 4 over here. That was a good one. Love playing that one. Bump it up, leave it behind. You're absolutely right, though. You know, dropping that 15 ball. Mike was very excited to get back to the table after Rich dropped the 15. But I do think, you know, Rich can get a hit here. Actually comes very close, and of all the spots you can leave that cue ball, this is one of the better ones. I've seen this one before. We might be going airborne.
I want to be an airborne ranger, living the life of danger. Oh, that's something else. So Rich is going to the bag, breaking out the air rush, jump Q. See if he can make this 8. Worst that he can do is make it miss, making it scratch. As long as he doesn't make it and scratch, he's okay. He's got nothing to lose here. He called it, made a good hit, saved the ball in hand, got a fortunate leave. But Mike is going to have to get a really good safety here, which he did. Excellent shot. All right, Rich has called it backside. He's going to do a one rail kick. Good hit. Ow! Baby. All right, Mike's coming down here to the corner for the 11. There we go. Called an 8 in the side. All right, got a score of
I'm gonna go grab
3-3.
a soda real quick. Do you want a water?
Yeah.
Mike's having a little trouble with the rack.
Can I order something from you for the? I'm in the back table there. I already have a tab. Richard Cunningham.
Rich is up at the bar putting in an order.
So another diet soda and then a bottle of water.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. She's gonna bring it over. Thank you.
All right, here we go. Breaking rack 7.
Is the 8 count on the break?
I don't know. It's a good question.
No.
Yeah.
Eight on the break, spots up, gentlemen. 8 on the break, spots up. It is not a win. All right, we got the 3 ball down. All right, Juice, welcome back.
Always is glad to be back. But it was nice to leave too.
Play 11 ball.
All right, looks like we got a combo on. 13 to 11. Trying to just squeeze it around the 7 ball. Get this template rack out of here. Doing the 6 ball first. Nice shot. We got to figure out this 7 ball, and we got to figure out this 2 ball. 2 ball's a little easier to figure out. Spent a lot of time looking at the 2. It's the 12. Gonna take the bank. Oh my. Now that's a 1 pocket shot.
That was a 1 pocket shot. Crossover bank. Very good shot to have in your arsenal. All right, Mike came back with a safety. So he may have left the edge. Maybe not. May not be able to get to it. Missed it both ways. Well, it is the 3rd Wednesday of the month, so you know what that means out here at Center Pocket. It is karaoke night. If you're out and about looking for something to do, come on through, hang out with us. A lot of tables are open, a lot of ladies in the house. No one's really started singing yet, thank God. I don't know. Anyway, what do you think about that, Juice?
I think it's funny that you like the idea of karaoke night, but not the practice of it. It is a little loud. We do get a rendition of 1994's classic by Calvin Brodus, aka Snoop Dogg, Gin and Juice, which you know is a beautiful song. Well, this rack looks tricky, man. I gotta say, we got a lot of problems. We gotta solve it. the 10, the 11.
You know, I find it interesting that you actually know Snoop Dogg's real name. How is that?
I'm a man of the world. What can I tell you? I know a lot of things. Seen everything but the wind. You know how it is. Snoop Dogg is a household name now, man. We got the Olympics. We got commercials.
Yeah, but that's Snoop Dogg, not Calvin Brodus. Like, who the hell is Calvin Brodus?
One of the greatest poets of our time. Wait, will we get in trouble for that? I don't know. Probably got to pay like $50. Yeah, so this is a real technical rack. You can see both these players not in a rush to take a bunch of balls off the table. Gonna play another safe, gonna graze this ball.
Stop ball.
Oh no.
Gotta be kidding me.
And that might be all she wrote on this one. If we can get that 7 ball. See if he's gonna look at the bank first. Yep. This could be a disaster.
What Homer Simpson say? Don't.
Yeah, many times. Yeah. You know, the 8 ball, I like him. He's on the right side here. I mean, I think he would like to be a little bit north of this 4 ball than he is now. To come around and try to play this 8 ball. Yeah, he's looking at it. Okay, let's see if he can execute. Oh my. There it is. Probably going to need a little bit of outside spin on this one, hit it a little thicker. Spin it in. Nice shot. Nice shot. Again, that was a real technical rack, so big shout out to Rich. And of course, Mike made that mistake, you know, just following that cue ball in. And that was all she wrote.
That.
Yeah, The Simpsons has been on for what, 36 years now?
Half of my life.
Half. You look great, man. I'm just kidding. I thought you were 78 for sure.
Maybe not half, almost half.
I walked away. How did that jump shot work out in the last rack at the end when Rich was jumping on the?
He hit it. He didn't make it, but he hit it.
That was a lot to ask for. He was tucked pretty far back there.
Oh, you know, he saved ball in hand. It extended the rack for him.
Yep. Sometimes the best thing you can do.
Hey, you know what? You know what's creepy though is how the Simpsons have how many predictions from the Simpsons show have actually come to fruition. I mean, that's like some Nostradamus type shit.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. I mean, you know, they always look at, you know, before Trump won his first election, how the Simpsons basically even showed it, like, you know, with him coming down the escalator like that, the same way that he announced the first time. It's true. You know, the Simpsons writers are generally pretty smart folks, paying attention to current events. You know, some of the stuff isn't the hardest to predict, but it is. They've been on top of it. Pop culture. All right, he's rolling that in. He's rolling now. I think Mike's has a sense of urgency right now. You can keep the pace. Yep.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
We should be a wrap on this one. I like his chances of getting out. 14 balls there. It's going to have to travel a bit to solve the 9. And of course, get down the end of the table, but I think it's doable.
You know, we were talking about, you know, one pocket, you know, as one of the matches. You know, I think
I can move it.
I think the perfect candidate, you know, for that would be, you know, Mr. Kick-Ass himself, you know, Spike Lewis. He big one pocket player. I'm sure that he will probably want to partake in that.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. I like to see it. Like you mentioned, there's some one pocket's gaining some steam. I think there's a lot of professionals who are tired of playing and gambling on rotation games all the time. And some of the, you know, if you want to watch one pocket, some of the players you mentioned earlier, and also want to add Tony Chohan, T-Rex. He's a great one pocket player. At the Derby Classic, Fedor is Gorst is a beast to be reckoned with, one pocket wise. Classic game. Of course, you can find some old stuff like Mike Miserak. All right, this is a shot right here. Kind of wound up funny off that last 15. Oh man, drove right into the rail, and I think he's going to be in a world of pain here. No huge problems. The 3, I do believe, can squeeze by the 10. I have to spin it off the knuckle there. But unless there's a uncharacteristic miss, I definitely see him getting out here. One thing I noticed about Rich, you know, while a lot of players have very thin shafts diameter wise, he looks like he's playing with a good 12.5, maybe even upwards of a 13. I'd like to figure that out. All right, let's see if he can squeeze this one in. He's played for it, he's taking it now. Nice shot. Throwing him center pocket. He's feeling confident.
We just got a new subscriber. New subscriber alert. Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate that. What's the name? Let's give him a shout out. Well, we don't know yet, but we're happy to have it. Oh, classy shot here. All right, stay down. Nice stun. Get some mustard on it. He gets this ball down. Imagine he's going to be... I think he's going all the way. Nice shot. Play that A right in the side pocket. Yeah, going side pocket on the one ball would have been a way too much cue ball movement. So, all right, Rich is up one more. Anybody who's watching right now wants to leave some comments in the chat. See what games you guys would like to see. Again, we're all booked up all through June. as Kevin was saying. But we'll be booking out for July and later. So if you want to get in the ring, make it known so you can let them know. We got Rich Hawkeye Cunningham versus Michael Sharpshooter Adams. Rich at a 592, Fargo rating. Michael at a 598, so ostensibly even. They're playing it like that. I think Rich is having the better match, obviously, besides the scoreline indicating that. He's only had a couple misses that I really can remember since I've been watching. Unfortunately, Mike has had 2 pocket fouls. And I've really spelled the difference so far. Because every time he's made one of those, it's been curtains. Watch the cue ball. Cue ball got away from him. So look, this is a very runnable rack right here. No real issues. 7 and the 9 both go into that side pocket. Stripes are a little bit more in the middle of the table versus the solids, but either way, you flip a coin and probably run out from here from either of them. You like solids or stripes on this one?
I like the solids. You know, that cluster around the break area is, you know, with the 10, 11, 14, I think it's a little more challenging. You know, but I mean, honestly, I mean, it's going to come down to, you know, picking the right, you know, ball to start off with.
Just blowing. Looking at the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike needed that one. Rich just needs to pick the right pattern here. As you said, it was the right starting ball. Gonna be clearing near the 8 first. And not in the best spot here, you know, because he goes high ball. He's going to run into the 7. Low ball that takes the side pocket into play. Just watch the speed. Nice shot. Nice shot. All right, Mike's going to be in a little bit of trouble here. Yeah, the brake pads underneath the 11 ball. You know, up for the 9, 14. Float the 10 in, probably take the 11 to the corner pocket near the 5 ball. Oh no. It's a game of inches, and the inches are all around us, you know? Got to go out and take them. He's left himself in a really tough spot here. He went from 95% out to probably about a 20%. That's good news for Mike. The best thing your opponent can do for you is take all their balls off the table, except for one. It opens up the defense, opens up your offense. Still in side pocket. Makes the ball, but he is not liking where he's at. Calling it. Got a lot of real estate.
I gotta get you to help me move this thing in.
Man, I don't know if
I'm just gonna skid or get him.
I don't want to touch it because it's the last ball.
Yeah. I'll go let him move it.
What we're gonna do is get this pad from underneath the 11 ball. Is definitely lifted up on the side, so it's going to very much potentially impact.
Let the big guy do it. Thanks, man.
Kevin does a pretty good job. Putting the ball right back where it goes. Give Rich a chance to take a look at it. In the immortal words of George Clinton, close enough for Funk Baby. Overcuts it. But he missed it on the pro side. One of the reasons to tell you miss it on the pro side is for results exactly like that. So now Mike's got a little bit of a problem he's got to solve in extricating that 5 ball. It might go. It's hard for me to see from this angle. Nice solid stroke there. I think this 5, I want to be an optimist. I think the 5 goes. Might have to spin it.
Yeah, it definitely goes. I think playing the 4 ball is the next shot, though, not the 4. He just needs to play this. He needs to play this 4 ball. I'd play the 4 ball here and get it off the table now because he's right there with it. Now he's got to play the 5 and get position back on the 4 ball. All right, not sure what to do here. I think he's gonna try to, play this, just get on the 6 and leave the cue right up on the rail behind the 7.
You're right. I think he got right in the lane for the 6. It's gonna be a tough cut. I think he was trying to put the 6 in front of the 8. Leave him parked behind the 7, but unfortunately he leaves a really, really simple out here. And I don't see Rich making it. So Rich gets away with one here because his miss there on that 11 ball should have been it. Yeah, now it's just dial operator, give me long distance, number 8. Center pocket. And with that, Rich is up on the hill. 6-3. I know Mike's a little frustrated right now. Just kind of things a little leaking on him. Following the cue ball in a couple times. I know that's not his usual game. It's been a pleasure to watch these two players play, though. Again, 8 ball, very tactical game, especially on a 7-footer. a game of discretion, patience, and patient aggression. Go when you need to go. Same thing with that. Same thing with 9-ball, any game. You know, the good advice for winning is, you know, don't take balls off the table until you know you can win.
Man, you better go when you need to go, otherwise it'll be an accident.
You gotta go. You gotta go. So we got a nice spread here. Dry break. Mike really needs to focus, regroup, take a look at the table, pick the right first ball, and I like his chances here of getting out. If he doesn't, things will go from bad to worse. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Essentially frozen up against this 13 ball now. And with the spread the way it is, it's really, really hard to play safe. Now, there might be some possibilities with this 13 ball, either going off a 12 or potentially off a 14 or something. No, he's choosing to play the 10 into the 1. Oh, I like that play.
That's probably the best thing that could have happened right there. He still blocks that pocket. You know, Rich can't play it, you know, short of doing a combination to it. So that's definitely gonna, you know, give him another lifeline.
Yeah, it definitely introduces a little bit of unpredictability into it. I do think that the 10 is pretty flush up next to that 1. So if Rich is able to get around on that 3 ball, maybe take the 5 first and play the 3 into the 1, probably pocket the 10 as well, and then follow with the 3. You know, when you do that, at least you introduce some predictability. If you're Mike here, you're helping make decisions for your opponent. All right. No, just opts for a firmer stroke. All right, we're switching sides of the table here. We're going to take care of below the 8 ball. Wow, what an interesting leave. All right. So with Rich on the hill, Mike is fighting for his life right here. And so it's very critical that every shot he makes now is either a lockup or a pocketed ball with good shape. All right. He's got a long look at this 2 ball. Playing it is going to be difficult. But if he gets it down, at least he's back at the table. He gets some follow on it. He's able to go maybe 2 rails, get back to the middle. He's going to have to put a nice stroke on this one. Kind of just opts for discretion, taking the backwards cut into the side pocket. Oh, he missed the breakout. That 6 ball is tucked there next to the 14, so got some problems. This rack could be an interesting one. Looks like we're calling a bank shot. Oh, that's class.
Shot.
That's a good shot. That should be the rack. It should be the match. Wow, that was a great bank, Kev. Just hold this thing. It's going forward. Nice shot. 8-ball for the win, and it's all over but the crying.
That's
Great
tough.
match,
Too much
great match.
defense.
Couple mistakes
Yeah.
swung at
Gotta
Rich's
shoot when I have a
way.
shot.
Yeah.
Just a couple positional errors for Mike, and he comes up on the short side. But great match, great play. Good to be here with you, Kev.
Wow. Highlight shot to end the match. Got nothing bad to say about either player. You know, Mike did have a couple of bad leaves that, you know, just wasn't expected, but you know, certainly a good match. Could have gone either way. You know, all the way through. So, you know, both of these guys played their hearts out. Want to say
There's a
thanks to
few
everybody for
that you
coming
had some
out.
weird scratches too.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it was weird.
Coming out
I
this
meant to
week
play
as usual. And, you know, again, we will be out of town next week in Vegas. We'll come back the following week with another powerhouse match. Want to thank everybody for coming out, and we do appreciate everything every time, every week. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button for us, and God bless. We'll see you guys in a couple of weeks back. Thank you.
This table plays a lot faster than.
Yeah, because they don't play on the
Yeah.